Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fight to Unite podcast. I'm excited to be here today. My name is Aaliyah Freeman, and I am your host of the Fight to Unite podcast. Thank you guys for listening to all of our podcasts. I'm so excited to be in this second season because I have so much to share. And once again, we have some amazing guests that's going to be joining us on this particular season. So today, we want to talk about the power of networking. And if you are a beauty professional, I want to share with you today on how it is such a powerful tool to network. If you are not networking as a professional, salon professional, I'm here to share with you today that you are missing out on opportunities for your business to grow, as well as for you to be able to gain new perspective as a professional. So today we're going to be talking about the power of networking, also how you can build these connections through networking, as well as making room for you to grow beyond the chair when you network. Okay. So first thing foremost, I want to share with you some of my personal experiences, as well as things that have been great things that I've learned amongst networking as a beauty professional. The benefits of networking, it helps give you a fresh perspective. There is nothing like when you step outside of your comfort zone and you get in a place where you don't know people, and maybe too where you do know people, but it's something about leaving the place you're familiar with and going somewhere different that gives you a fresh perspective on things that you may not have been able to see in the place where you're stationed at daily. So it gives you a fresh perspective. It gives you the opportunities to get from behind the chair, as well as it allows you to make connection beyond the salon. Even if you're not working in a salon, or you may be a beauty professional that work in a beauty supply store. I don't know. You can be anywhere in the industry, and you may find yourself making connections beyond where you're familiar. So, and also give you an opportunity to share ideas and gain knowledge when you are actually different events of networking. Now, also too, I want you to look at networking as a great space of where you can collaborate or where you can gain partnership. Many times we are not going to find people in our space where we're in comfort. It's the moment when we go into unfamiliar places is when we actually make those connections with people that we didn't think that we would cross paths with. So let's get comfortable of getting out of our comfort zone and actually making forth the effort to say, okay, networking is something that I want to do. Now, one thing that I recognize is that people are not networking because of not knowing what to do when actually getting out there to network. So I want to share and unpack that a little bit with you today on how you can actually prepare yourself for a networking event, or for you to at least position yourself to find networking opportunities. So the first thing is preparation is key. You always want to prepare before you go to a networking event so that you can have a great outcome. Even if you don't prepare, you can still have a great outcome, but you must be strategic on how you're going to actually implement the things that you gain at the networking event. So it is very much important that you prepare as well as practice. If you are not used to networking, it is very, very, very important that you take the time to practice and that you actually start writing down or start exercising your voice on what you're going to say when you get out there. I definitely believe that practice is definitely going to help you build your confidence so that when you're actually out there, it's going to come so supernaturally to you because you've actually made time to practice. Okay, so listen and find a way to connect is so important. So when you're going to these networking engagements or events, I want you to be in consideration. It's not always going to be about you speaking. It's sometimes going to be more about you listening. And the more you listen, that will help you understand if something is the right person to connect with. So that is number one thing is like, okay, if I go to this event, how is it how is it that I'm going to be able to go to this event and know who to connect with, especially if it's like so many people? It's going to come by first listening. Sometimes people are already speaking and singing some things that you may have common interest with that will bring in a connection to say, hey, I want to talk to them a little bit more about this. I want to see how they actually do something, and that will actually open up a door of opportunity for you to network. So let's go back a little bit before we actually go to an event or before we go anywhere to actually network ourselves. Let me show you how you should present yourself. The first thing is, I want you to know every day is a networking opportunity the day you step foot out of your house. How is that? Because you may find yourself going to the store, going to the mall, going somewhere, maybe to drop the children off to daycare. Every day is an opportunity to network. So when you are in a place and you run into someone, you want to be sure that you are presentable, making sure that your hair looks nice. Or if you're a makeup artist, maybe making sure your skin is clear if you don't have makeup on. You want to look presentable because you're going to be representing your brand, your business, or maybe what it is that you do as a beauty professional. So it is very important that you take into consideration of making sure that you are presentable, making sure that your hair is always in a nice shape, making sure that it doesn't have to be, you don't have to look like you're going to a photo shoot every single day, but you want to make sure that you're representing yourself well. So definitely focus on self-care. And then next, I want you to know before you go, is you want to take into consideration what is it that you can do in advance before you go to anything. And some networking opportunities are going to come unexpectedly. So this is why you want to be prepared. So here are three things that I want you to consider when you're thinking about networking. First, you want to set the goal. Second, you want to create a plan. And third, you want to follow through. So let's talk about setting a goal. If we're going to an event and you set a goal, what outcome do you want to receive when you go in? It's good to sit down and consider that. If you're going to a beauty expo, what is the first thing that you want to consider when leaving? That helps you be intentional when you go in. So you may say, I want to make some connection with some vendors that specialize in color. I know I'm looking for a color brand, and I want to make sure that the color brand have this specific in the color line. Maybe you're looking for a vegan brand. So you set the goal and you know what you're going in and being intentional with so you can make those right connections. Then next you may say, you set the goal, then you create the plan. What is it that you want to do when you go in? You don't have to be detailed in your plan because I believe it's going to leave room for any type of special opportunity to come in. So within your plan, do go in with expectancy. Have great expectancy for a good outcome. And then after you've attended the event, you want to follow through. So let's break that down. When setting the goal, and this is what you can do to prepare, one thing that you're going to need is you're going to need business cards. Let your business card be tied to your website. If you don't have a website, now is the perfect time to start looking into how you can have a website. If you are a beauty professional that works within an establishment, they may already have a website for you. So maybe you need to be sure that you have business cards that are connected to that website so that people can know how to follow you once you've disconnected. Also, too, you want to make sure that you have a social media platform. There are so many people that I know that are not updating their social media platform. I want to challenge you there because think about it. If you go to an event and when you meet someone or you hear someone speak at an event, the first thing you do is you look up their name and you may search it on Instagram. You may search it on Facebook. You may search it up on Google or YouTube, but you're looking for the credentials of who this person is that you just met in person. So now you're looking at their social platform and seeing how is it that you can stay connected to this person or even see some of the previous things that they've done to match what it is that you just saw. This is why it's so important that you actually take the time to keep your social media updated. You never know what opportunities may be seeking you, and they're looking for proof, social proof. I know it's so hard managing your social media, but it's so worth the investment in this time and in this time that the world have gone in. Okay? So you want to make sure you have business cards, and technology is expanding now where our business card can actually be actual cards that you can keep in your wallet, or you can get the digital business card that actually you are able to connect with those that you meet outside of you may meet them and you can actually tie your business card straight to their phone. So these are the digital ones are pretty much very much beneficial now because it's making it easier for you to make that connection and so that people are able to save that card. I mean, save your information right in their phone. And then if you think about it, when you have actual business cards that are the actual cards, it's so easy to throw them away or for them to get lost, or maybe your information has changed and you find yourself investing in business card more than often. So it's a great benefit to have a digital business card. But the hard copy business cards are still effective. So also, too, while you are preparing, this gives you the ability to know what to say. Okay, so you practice. If you meet someone, what are you going to say? Hi, my name is so and so, and this is what it is that I do, or this is what I offer. So you want to create a pitch. What is a pitch? A pitch is a statement that introduces who you are and what you do. You are able to pitch it quickly and give them a clear understanding of what it is that you do and what it is that you offer. And you want to practice that. Practice that over and over and over. Practice your pitch so that people can be clear and understand what it is that you do. Okay, so now we've prepared, we've gotten everything that we need, we created our plan. So now the first thing you may be wondering is, okay, where do I go to network? I'm glad you asked. The first thing you want to do is you want to look into your community, look at events around you, maybe even traveling events, and you want to find out how they can be a great benefit to what it is that you do or what it is that you're trying to do. So look for events such as social events, such as weddings, birthday parties, all of these different things. It depends on what you're looking for. If you know you're looking for more clients to sit in your chair, you want to find out where the clients that you're trying to serve, where are they located? They're located at birthday parties. They're located at events. They're looking at weddings. Like, what type of clients are you looking for, and where can you find them? So you want to make sure you're positioning yourself where you can find those type of clients. Also, too, you may be looking for workshops to network at. Maybe you're looking to be surrounded around other hairstylists or other makeup artists or other estheticians or whatnot. So you want to find workshops that are going to give you the opportunity to meet others so that you can build that community or be connected to a community that would support what it is that you do. Also, maybe there are trade shows and conferences that are available that can help you position yourself for what it is that you're looking for. Also, do take advantage of online networking opportunities. Social media is a great place to start. Making sure that you be intentional with your social media pages, your Facebook and your Instagram page. Also your Pinterest page and your YouTube. Be sure you're actually connecting with the people that actually like and comment on your statuses, because these people are great ways and forms of networking. Also, there are personal groups that are out there that can help you with networking. When if you're tied to groups and it is a place where you're actually able to post things or comment under things, take advantage of that. Make that connection. Ask those questions. Maybe exchange numbers with those that you feel comfortable with connecting on another level with. Also, too, virtual events. Do not exclude virtual events. They are just as impactful and powerful as in-person events. You will never, ever know who it is that you can be connected across the world that can be a great use for what it is that you're trying to do or that you need to do to go to the next level. And also, too, use the chat box on virtual platforms. That is a great way to connect and have those conversations even when you are virtually online. Now, also, now let's talk about your follow-up plan. This is key to any networking event. This is key, guys. You must follow up. There is nothing more than what I can tell you, but a waste of time to all of this if you do not follow up. What is it to say, hey, my name is, and never build that connection again and follow up and actually take it to the next step? So once you've left an event or once you've made that connection, I want you to come up with a follow-up plan. And the follow-up plan could be, hey, let's go out for coffee. Hey, let's have lunch. Or if they are across the world, maybe, hey, let's set up a Zoom call. Or, hey, maybe the follow-up may be just through text messaging. So you want to make that connection and actually follow up. So let's say you went to an event and you've connected with so many people. You have maybe over 25 business cards. You want to make sure you have a pen at the event and you want to mark on the different business cards the ones that really stood out to you. Well, maybe you guys had really good connection, you connected on a deeper level, and you want to see where this can actually take you. You will know, you will have that feeling of what it is that you can do. What it is that you'll have that special feeling as if there's something about this person. I have to connect with them on another level. So you make a star and put a star on that business card and take it to the next level. Be intentional about reaching back out and following up with that person and seeing when you guys can set a date on your calendar and actually take it to the next step. And last but not least, let's talk about maintaining relationships. Now, I know life get busy. Is get busy behind the chair. You have clients to serve, and peak time is here. But how can you be intentional of maintaining those connections of those previous relationships as well as new relationships to be sure that your relationship are effective? This has to be done with intentionality. You have to be intentional with connecting and staying connected. If not, time will pass by, you'll forget all about it, life will happen, and guess what? You will find yourself losing connection with those ones that you knew were supposed to be special connections. Also, too, connect with them on social media. It's so good to celebrate those that you're connected with, as well as support them. Support them in their events. Support them in things that they are doing, as well as you want that support within you. And then last but not least, always know that when your network is your network. So when you actually take the time to go out and network, this will help you with making more money. This will help you position yourself for more opportunities, and it would allow you to see that sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. So you want to be sure that you're positioning yourself in a way where you are actually um being placed in places that is going to show you a new perspective in what you do. I hope that this podcast has been very effective. I've been networking for so many years. I absolutely love it. It brings a balance to my business. But one thing that I can tell you, in the beauty industry, I do not see hairstylists, makeup artists, estheticians. I do barbers. I'm not seeing us at events. And this is very common, and I think it comes from us not knowing how to balance. You must balance in networking as well as um, you must balance in networking as well as being behind the chair in your business. And the reason being, you can be behind the chair so long, nobody knows who you are. But the moment you come out and network, this helps people know, recognize who you are behind your brand. So I hope that this was effective and it can help those who are struggling with networking. Um, and I do say have confidence. Confidence is not something that's done overnight, but it's something that's done through practice. So I want you to continue to practice and plan so that you can prepare to network for your next event. Set the goal. Maybe you want to do one event a month to start with, or maybe you want to do two events per quarter to start with. But the goal is to actually set the goal, follow through with the goal, and actually see yourself grow from there. I hope you guys have an amazing networking event that are coming up. Look within your communities. Ask those that are that are very strong into the communities. Actually, you can be on the maybe the email list, so when they get events, you're able to see what events are coming up and how you can actually gain access to those events. Some events are free, some of them cost. But I think you must consider that and budget the time as well as the money in the plan so that you can get the results you're looking for. Thank you for watching. This was the Fight to Unite. If this video podcast was effective for you, if it was something that helped you with networking, I want you to be sure to share this podcast with another beauty professional that you feel like would be a great benefit for them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again here on next week.